AgweekTV, presented by Kaler Farms.
The powerhouse in canola research is located in Langdon, North Dakota, where the crop is king. Researchers have been working on a number of studies. If you're getting ready to harvest, you'll want to be sure you're checking for clubroot. NDSU Extension Specialist Leslie Lubenow says the canola in Cavalier County is looking fairly decent.
It is a little bit dry, but the canola is handling it pretty good. But as soon as you move west, over to the Sarles area and all the way over to Rolla and further, their canola crop has definitely been impacted by the lack of rainfall.
She says they focus on canola research here at the Langdon Research Extension Center. They're looking at ways to help farmers deal with high seed costs.
Canola, it does have a large tech fee with it if it's a Roundup Ready or a Liberty Link.
Station agronomist Brian Hansen did a seeding rate study, a study to see if they can reduce the seeding rate or change the row width to get maximum yield with the correct distribution of plants.
For the best net return, if you had a seeding row width of 6 to 12 inches and a seeding rate of 6 to 9 seeds per square foot, that would maximize your yields.
Lubenow says 9 to 14 seeds per square foot is normal.
We do recommend that farmers, if they're going to follow this type of advice, look on your label and look at what 1,000 seeds weigh to calculate out what kind of weight you would need to put into your seeding equipment.
The rotation is canola and wheat in this area. They're starting to introduce soybeans.
And farmers have been asking, can I get a little bit of a yield bump if I put my canola on after the soybeans, or can I put it if I put it on after the wheat? Will I get a little bit of yield bump in here?
So they did a rotation study.
Actually, we found out there's no difference between it. Either one is a correct management practice.
Clubroot was found in the county in 2013. It's a disease that forms club formations on the roots.
And it can reduce your yield down to zero, potentially, depending on when the roots are infected. And it's a soil-borne disease. I kind of like to think about it as soybean cyst nematode because it's in the soil. Soil can move it around, but it's not a nematode. It's a phytoplasma.
Lubenow is urging growers to watch for clubroot this harvest season.
What you look for around swathing time is look for a stand of canola that it's prematurely dead and brown, and get out of the swather if you're swathing and go ahead and pull that canola up. And if you pull up and you see clubbed roots, you definitely have clubroot disease in your fields.
Lubenow says there are genetics that work against clubroot. If you spot it and have questions, call the Langdon Research Center.